This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa.
Welcome to Love Island.
Welcome to the Love Island podcast.
Just kidding. Welcome to the Scoops.
It's a Scoopadinis. How the hell are ya?
I'm pretty fan-fucking-tastic. How are you?
I bet you are. I'm pretty good. I am freshly showered, so if you're watching, you see that my hair's a little wet, and I've got a fresh face because I'm breaking out right now, and I don't really know why, but I've got a pimp right next to my nostril,
That's the worst.
and I haven't had one of those since like high school, so I'm not sure what sprouted that,
Beats me.
but you know what that means.
What?
Still young. I'm
You're still young.
still getting high school acne.
You are. You're a spry chicken.
I took the words right out of my mouth.
I know.
A little chicken, fresh out the egg,
Yeah.
freshly hatched. But yeah,
Freshly hatched.
no, I just spent, my usual hour and a half in traffic on the way home from work. Had my calls with the Chad, obviously. Had the calls with
Obviously.
you, talked to you for a minute. Then I talked to my mom. We just
I
caught
talked to my
up.
mom too.
Oh,
Wait.
when did you talk to her?
I talked to her. When did I talk to you?
At like 6:30 your time?
Yeah, that's right. I talked to her right before I talked to you.
Oh, I talked to her after I talked to you.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
Okay.
debunked.
Got it.
But yeah, she's just getting all of her rounds, all of her kids. Everyone's calling her.
We just love our mom.
Everyone wants to talk to Tammy. Tamma Lamb.
Tamma Lamb.
Talk to
We love her.
that little gossip queen. She sent me a Instagram DM that it said that, oh, let me get it right. It said something like gossiping lowers your heart rate or something, which I don't
Oh.
believe because it gets my heart rate up, if anything. When women vent to each other, they literally help lower each other's cortisol levels, research reveals. Now, I don't know what research, but I will say that I feel lighter after I vent.
I mean, I felt a lot lighter after talking to you earlier this week
Oh, yeah?
and like venting about things. Yeah.
You just let it off your chest?
Just let it off. It's so like, it's just a lot keeping stuff in. And then once you give it to your people to like share the burden, it's just like, it's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. And I just feel, what if it was like you gave all your drama to someone else and they're like, oh my God, I'm so run down?
That's how I feel sometimes.
That's not how I felt. I laughed at your drama. Your drama is comical to me just because of the content. And because I know that you're okay. So like if you weren't okay, I would be upset. But I know you're gonna be just fine. I don't need to lend you a hand or anything.
You don't need to lend me a hand.
But first, do you want to talk about Love Island so we can get that off the plate? Because
Yeah,
I've been wanting
let's
to talk about it for about 2 weeks now.
let's do it.
So, Connor and I are first time Love Island watchers. For those of you that don't know what Love Island is, much like we still kind of don't know what it is, it's a bunch of strangers that apparently they get like 48 or 72 hours notice of, hey, you made it on Love Island, pack your things and go.
Oh,
And
that's
so
very interesting, especially for like Huda, since she has a kid.
I
Like you have to
know.
just
Like I
drop
think
it.
she knew that she could be picked soon. But yeah, they just call you up and you're there. And so they get shipped out to this random, like it's called like the villa. And so right now they're in Fiji. And I think they started off with like 12 people, 10 people. 6 girls, 6 boys. You couple up, then you go through challenges and you have to find your most perfect connection. So if you like this person or not, and then you just go through the group. I thought it'd be kind of like bachelor-esque, like kind not classy because bachelor's not really classy, but I really thought it would be not as disgusting. Everybody's kissing everybody. Everybody's grinding on everybody. Everyone's swapping spit.
It is so revolting the amount of spit swapping and germs, like one after another. There's no break. It's not like anyone's doing it in secret either. Like you're going from literally down the line, making out with each other.
It's the most unhygienic thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like it's like challenges. So it's like you go and you make out down the line and how dirty can you make the make out? And then this is one of the things on my list is that so you couple up, you're complete strangers, but you have to sleep with your couple. Like you have to sleep in the same bed as the person you coupled up with. So it could be someone you met like an hour ago
Mhm.
and you're in the same bed as them and it's like a full
Yeah.
like you're in it with this stranger. Like disgusting. What if they stink? What if what if they're not like safe? What if they start getting grabby with you in the bed?
Yeah, but
Which
but they're all in one room together. There's no separate rooms. Like everyone's in the room together, sharing a bed with their couple.
it's like an adult camp.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Um, I'm trying to think. Did you added notes to my Love Island notes?
All I added was one.
Okay. I see it now. My first one is that so they have a host that comes out and they're saying like how's your couple going? How's your connection going? And then it goes like Sierra, pick the boy that you love the best or that you have the best connection with. And they keep calling the men boys.
Boys.
And it feels just kind of gross.
They're all boys. Like it's not pick the man, go choose your man. It's all just like it's I've never heard them once referred to as being men.
No.
It's all just boys. Which mean granted they are in their early 20s.
Some of them
However,
are, but some of them are in their late 20s.
that's true. But no, that's just all being referred to as like pick the boy or pick the two boys that caught your eye and pick the two boys that you want to see a connection with.
Yeah, and you can steal it from another girl. So is there someone you have your eye on? So it's like you can go and just steal someone else's guy. But also, okay, I already talked about the immediately sleeping in the same bed. It's gross. It's literally like you get off the boat and you gotta make out with people. And have you noticed Nick got a cold sore?
Yeah, uh-huh. I did. And then he didn't kiss anyone. Like
Yes,
there
he
was no kiss.
did.
I thought that he wasn't kissing anyone.
No, he kissed everybody. Like he kissed the girls kissed the boys,
When? Oh, with the milk one or the base?
the milk one, and which we'll get to that. There's like different challenges you have to do. But yeah, there was one with that one, and he had a full-on cold
I
sore.
saw it on the corner.
But he obviously was still kissing Sierra, who is his, I keep stuttering, still kissing Sierra, who is his couple
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
But she gets picked to kiss other men, boys. So the cold sore is just getting thrown around the villa.
I was kind of paying attention, trying to pay attention to that. I was like, I don't think he's kissing anyone right now.
No,
But you,
he's kissing Sierra, and I think he kissed Alandria.
ugh.
And like it was a raging cold sore. Like I that would be enough for me to leave. Like, no, you can't make me do that. I won't.
No.
I will not. I will not kiss you. Um, the baseball challenge. Everybody, it was like, you know how, oh, I went to first base, I went to second base, I went to third base with this person. That was the challenge. So you had to pick which boy you wanted to go to first base with, which boy you wanted to go to second, third, and home. First base was really just a makeout, I think. But because it was baseball themed, they had them in like a giant ball pit, but instead of balls, it was filled with like the most disgusting popcorn.
Yeah. Okay. I was trying to remember the baseball whole
It
time.
was
Uh,
like
yeah.
slimy popcorn all on their faces, and they're like licking it off each other. And then it's in their mouth. Then they gotta slide to the next base. And then, so that's second base, and they got like ketchup and mustard squirted all over their body. And then they made out again. Then they go to the third base with a third boy. And I cannot remember. I think that was just like dry humping, honestly.
It
No,
was.
it was they had to find the popsicle in the ball pit
Yeah.
and then eat it out of each other's mouths.
Uh-huh.
And then home was like just gyrating on your person. Meanwhile, they're still covered in popcorn.
And ketchup and mustard.
And oh, that
And I would like to say, after they finish these challenges, they don't shower. They don't wipe it off. They are covered in whatever challenge that they did for hours, was what it seems like. After, like they're doing their confessionals or what their interviews afterwards, still in it. Like their faces are covered in, like there was a milk challenge and they were covered in cream, and like it's just disgusting.
so yeah, that was the baseball challenge. They're covered in slimy popcorn and ketchup and mustard. I can't speak today. I'm so sorry, you guys.
It's so sowy.
So sorry. Then they had a milk challenge. They
No, I
got
hate
like
this one.
dumped with buckets of milk. Then they had to go and like there was like udders, which reminded me of Silver City, the cow where you can squeeze the
Uh-huh.
udders and stuff comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But so the squeeze udders, milk comes out. You had to gather it in one person's mouth, spit it in your partner's mouth. They had to then spit that second spit of milk. Are you getting nauseous? So spit the backwash into another pail. Then they had to pick a person who was not part of the challenge, but another like villa mate, islander, who to dump it on. And then afterwards, you just start making out with your person. You just start making out. Meanwhile, you're covered in milk. There were some hay bales. You're covered in spit. Multiple islanders in their confessionals said, "Oh my God, I smell so sour. I should probably go shower before I talk to the girl I want to couple up with, or person I want to go and pull for a chat. You stink." And I know some girls don't wash their hair every day, so they smelled like sour fucking milk.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. For those reasons alone, among other reasons why I would never be on the show. I would be a horrible person on the show, but I could not get past those challenges.
I was
I would be
thinking
I would have thrown up.
I would have left.
thrown
I would have been
up.
like, I'm not kissing him. Like, ew.
And they're just like making out with them. Like, it's just too many. It's
And
just too many.
And some girls come in like tongue first. I've never seen that. I've never seen someone come like, I just did it. You didn't even see it.
I missed it.
But
Do it again.
but it's tongue first. Like there's no like, "Hey, hello, how are ya?" It's I'm in your
It's
mouth. I'm
right
on your
out of the gate.
face.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's gross. But I was thinking about like, okay, what if Connor and I did Love Island? These girls get up at the crack of dawn and they start putting on makeup. Couldn't be us. These girls start putting on bikinis at like 8 in the morning and then high heels. Couldn't be us. Then they go down, they eat the breakfast their boys make them while they're like full beat of the face. Like we're talking foundation, contour, fake freckles,
Eyelashes.
eyelashes. They're doing their hair, everything. Keep in mind also that they're in Fiji. They're on this awesome, like essentially like Airbnb on steroids. There's a pool. There's a dock on the water. There's a boat. Nobody gets in the pool.
Nobody gets in the water.
Nobody does. Couldn't be us.
No, we'd be belly flopping left and right.
We'd be belly flopping,
Cannon bombs.
cannon bombs, can openers. You'd find me trying to take that boat out on that
Take
ocean.
that boat out. Give me a paddleboard. Let me float in the water with some sharks, man.
Give me
Like,
a
my God.
Give me a snorkel. Nobody's out there. And they're just wearing their high heels to walk from couch to couch after their boys pull them for chats. And pulling them for chats is just like
A
having
conversation.
a conversation. Like, what do you like to do?
And
What are
like
your
touching
hobbies?
base with them, like where they're at, how they're feeling. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's it. Connor and I, we would be in that pool. We would be in that fridge. No one eats other than breakfast.
No, they don't.
They don't. And I just couldn't be me. And they're in teeny tiny little thong bikinis all day. One,
No one's ever bloated.
no one's ever bloated. No one has razor burn.
No.
Like, I thought about that. And also, like, if you're on your period, like, especially with some of those challenges, like, you see a lot. I haven't seen one tampon string,
No.
and it would show.
It would show. You're all up in there.
You're in the business. And it is just so unrelatable. Like, I want some girl that's like us, that's belly flopping, that's playing mermaids, that's snorkeling.
It's George Washington hair.
Yes. Like, where are our, like, going and finding the rings in the bottom of the pool? Where are the pool toys?
I mean, you guys all heard our snorkeling story when Mac and I were in Miami. Like,
Connor was drinking the water.
I was drinking the salt water. Like, we were out there for like at least an hour just putting around with our snorkels and our goggles. Like,
And the
that's
only reason we came back was because we got a little too far out and I got a little freaked.
yeah.
And I was like, ooh, those people on the beach are looking kind of tiny. I think it's time to take it back.
Yeah. But no, it's just, I mean, I just think they have to be so bored.
I would be so bored. They film for like 12 hours a day.
Yeah. And every day a new episode is released, except for Thursdays or something.
Is that what that is? It's why I'm so behind.
Yeah. Because literally a new episode comes out every day except for one day a week. I'm pretty sure is what someone was telling me.
So like right now, they're probably filming. What time is
Yeah.
it? So it's 9:15 p.m. my time. Oh my God, it's 10:15.
Is that it?
It's 10:15
It
your
is.
time?
Wow. Yeah, it is.
Oh, so sorry it's so late, Scoop.
It's okay.
So in Fiji, it's 3:15 p.m. So they are for sure filming right now.
Yeah.
They're probably doing their nasty challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting.
It's gross. But it's so hard not to watch it once you're in it. Like, I can't stop watching it.
It's like a train
Although-
wreck.
It is. It's a slow moving train wreck. I am watching it at work.
Yeah.
And I
Nice.
feel like I shouldn't be watching it at work half the time. Like whenever there's like stuff on the screen, it's like soft porn a lot of the time. And
Yes.
I'm watching it and I'm like, oh my God, like is anyone behind me? Like there's no patience around, right?
Yeah.
It's just
It's
you gotta watch
dirty.
it. It's dirty.
Dirty. And I'm also thinking like you're sliding around that slime, whatever that lube is, like getting you from base to base. You're grinding on people in your swimsuits. Nobody's gotten like a UTI from sitting in a swimsuit all day.
No.
Nobody has.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I just don't. I think it's unhygienic. It's disgusting. It's so gross. But what's even grosser is that we were in like day 3 and there was this girl, which I don't mind her now. Huda is a psychopath
Hmm.
She was 3 days in and she was like glaring at her boy who is just looking for someone else. And the whole point is to look for new connections, which is almost disgusting in itself. I have never been a person who was able to date multiple people at the same time. So this whole thing is so strange to me that like I don't know how you have a good time putting in that much effort with multiple people at the same time. You know what I mean?
I don't know how they do it either. It's got to be exhausting.
It's gotta be exhausting. But Huda was just pissed at Jeremiah for even looking at someone else. So where are you at now? Has
They're
Iris
at
come in yet?
Casa. They're with the new boys. They're on the different islands.
Casa Amor?
Yeah,
Good. So Iris is there. So you
I like
already went.
Iris.
I do too. You already went through the BDSM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
And Huda like was like, bitch, if you don't get off my man, keep in mind, she's only known him for like 5 days.
Yes.
That, from start to finish. Not like I knew him before. She's known him. I met you. Hi, hello, how are ya? To
Coupled
now.
up.
And then you are like, oh my God, how dare you even look at somebody else?
Yeah.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Nut job. I think she's
Nuts.
crazy. I think she needs help. Everyone's so emotional. Like, I don't know how you get that emotional after like 3 or 4 days.
They're all just sobbing, crying.
You and I, we'd be like, all right. Be
All
like,
right, cool.
all right, better luck next time, bud. I wouldn't, I would not be crying. And if I got voted off, I'd be like, I'm just gonna extend my stay. I'll be down the street.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that fucking boat. I'm gonna go do some loops.
Sorry, I can't get comfy. Yeah, it's just very,
It's the
it's a
weirdest
lot,
show.
but can't stop watching it. I have to get caught up. I think I'm on episode 18, 19.
Yeah, I think I'm on 22 because I skipped the After Sun, which is like the recap of the episode with other people. I don't really care
Yeah, I
about
don't watch those.
shit.
I don't watch those.
But I asked our Instagram and I go, does everyone love this? So many people said, it's my favorite show. I love it.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not judging you because I kind of like it too.
I just judged.
I don't know if. Okay, I'll probably watch it next season. I'll probably look forward to the next season to see who the new Islanders are. And I kind of want to submit you.
No.
I kind of want to just say, go float around for me.
No, they would never let me on. I am not what they're looking.
Do you remember?
I am a soft body. Those girls are like ripped.
All you
I
have
would be so self-conscious.
just wear little one pieces. Don't even like you're not even getting in the water. So why are you in a swimsuit? Like that's my thing. It's like swimsuits are for swimming. So no, I wouldn't wear a swimsuit either. I'd wear a big t-shirt and my Crocs.
Yeah.
I haven't
Let
seen
me
one.
ha-
Haven't seen
No
one
one's
Croc.
wearing Crocs.
Oh, this is not a good angle. It's a little
yeah.
frightening. But yeah, so we're into the Love Island. I really like to quote the this week, a hot new bombshell sent to the villa. I like it a lot. I've been
That's
saying
good.
it all the time. It's good. It's not bad. But since you're single and you're just, dating around, why not go on Love Island? Go get a free trip out of it. Go represent the majority of America.
All right. You know what? Submit this video right here. Put
What
me in,
would
coach.
what would your bio be? They have to do like an interview beforehand. They show it like, "Hey, I'm Connor. Like, this is what I'm all about." Give me your 30-second elevator pitch.
No. Literally no. Just submit this video, this episode.
No, but you'd have to talk to the camera of like, "I'm Connor. I'm 31,
One.
Sorry.
I almost forgot my age too.
I almost said 32. I'm 31 and I'm looking for love. I love dogs, soup dumplings, and sharks.
Yep. That's actually that's spot on.
Shark, soup, and scoop.
I just go on and represent our podcast the entire time and just plug it.
Just a brand. It's free marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And you could leave it. So also the whole point of this show is you are the last couple standing essentially. You're the strongest connection and you get $100,000, which I think is kind of low in my opinion.
But that's only 50 each.
You split it and that sucks. But I mean that's $50,000
Mm-hmm.
and you could find love.
Could. Shane Gillis face.
I'm gonna submit you, I think. I think after this season, there's so much backlash of like, oh, these girls are just in it for the to come out as like TikTok stars and influencers and they're just trying to like boost their brand. I'm going to submit you to be like, you need someone authentic. People loved Iris because she doesn't put makeup on in the morning. She's pretty chill. She doesn't get involved in the drama. But I think you need someone weird. You need a weird girl. You need Connor.
I'll be your weird girl.
Okay.
As I have my headset on and I'm drinking out of my shark cup.
Imagine you make it on and you get everyone's like, okay, good night, everybody. And you're like, okay, Brucey, okay, Nelly. And you bring your dogs on, you put the blankie over your face, and you're like, good night.
God, that would be ideal. If I could do that, I would totally.
I mean, Bruce
be
would be
game.
cool. Bruce would be swimming.
Yes, he's a water boy.
I'm gonna look into it. I think that you deserve to go. It's for a summer. We'll give it a shot.
Why not?
How fucking fun would that be?
Just submit it. It's not like it's ever gonna happen.
But it's also like you are trying to find love.
Yeah,
And so that's the whole point of you going on.
it is.
I'm excited. Speaking of which, what's going on with the dating life? The people have been asking. What's the status?
N-
Nothing new?
Nothing new.
Interesting.
Yeah. Pretty boring. Nothing crazy.
Did you hear that?
I sure did. What am I playing?
That's my Chad. Usually, so he's playing, I think, Call of Duty right now.
Mm.
I love when he gets mad at the game because usually he'll go, instead of dude, he'll go, come on, man. Come on, man. And he says men. Like that.
Man.
Like
Hey,
not,
man.
like, come on, man.
child.
Come on, man. Man. It's great.
It's great.
It's the best.
He's just a boy.
He's just a boy. But we're almost to the end of our episode. We only have about I can't speak today. We only have about 9 minutes left. And
Perfect.
we have something very exciting to share with you. We got an anonymous email into our, is it at Scoops Pod?
Uh,
What's our email?
yes. What is our email? Our email is thescoopspod@gmail.com.
And I haven't read it yet. Connor's going to read it for all of us. And
I am.
someone wrote in. So Connor, take it away.
The subject line is red flags.
Oh. That's
Okay.
exciting.
Okay. Hey, Scoops. All right, so I have a dating horror story for y'all, and I truly don't even know where to start because it was a journey. I dated this guy for about a month. Super successful, charming, said all the right things, flowers, fancy dinners. Honestly, in the beginning, I was like, okay, maybe I manifested this. But you know when things start to feel like a little off? Not enough to dump someone yet, but just enough to make you side-eye them and roll your eyes when they weren't looking. I started noticing weird little things that annoyed me. Nothing huge, just tiny moments that make you start mentally prepping your exit, but I ignored them. I figured I'd get over it or fed up eventually, but until then, the food was good and he hadn't made me cry, so carry on.
The bar is so low. Well, the food was good and he hasn't made me cry yet. Well,
Sweet.
okay.
But then he starts using this phrase, and I mean using it often, as in, I have screenshots. I can make a scrapbook. The phrase, I'm going to use my hands to jerk off. He's meaning to jerk off. And not just once, not just twice. It became his go-to line. Like, he thought it was sexy or flirty. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there reading the text like I accidentally opened a message from a creepy Sims character. I didn't respond. I thought if I gave it zero attention, he'd stop. But no, he doubled down. And I'm telling you, I have a timeline of this phrase in my phone. It is disturbing. But the real unraveling happened over a pizza. Yes, a pizza. It was a random Tuesday night. We planned to get Picklemans, which, for the record, it's not exactly fine dining. I'd been waiting forever to watch this new documentary, so I was like, let's just pick it up and eat it at home. Simple, cozy. We agreed to it. We were both fine on this plan. Important context, you should know, this would have been our first meal together, not eaten in a restaurant, because this man literally refuses to eat at home like he's above it. So this was a big win for me, or so I thought. So we're walking into Pickleman's, and as he opens the door for me, he casually says, by the way, I lied to you. We're not taking it home. We're eating it here. I stopped in my tracks like I just walked into a plot twist. I said, are you serious? We agreed on takeout. And this man looks at me and he says, if I'm paying for it, we're going to do what I want to do.
Ew.
And I blacked out for a second. I felt my head spin around and I looked at him and I go, what the fuck did you just say to me?
Good for her.
And he repeated it. He repeated it, looked me in the eyes and said, if I'm paying, we're doing what I want. Sir, first of all, we're at Pickleman's. It's not Nobu. Calm down. Second, I don't need you to buy me a pizza to have a say in my evening plans. Third, I'm done with you. Just immediately, no. The dining area was blocked off, so it didn't really matter what he wanted to do, so we took it home. He talked through the entire documentary, and like a human pop-up ad, I was done. I started responding less when he texted over the next couple of days to create some distance before ending it. But before I was able to, this man had the audacity to text me right before I was about to start a 12-hour shift, kicking off a very long consecutive week of work with thoughts on pre-work sex. Ew. I reached out to ChatGPT the next day and had it draft up a breakup text. And honestly, it was the best decision I've made. Anyway, that's the tale of Mr. I'm going to use my hands. Let me know if you went through receipts. The screenshots are honestly gold. Chit chat with y'all later.
How did the writer tell us? Did this girl say it's anonymous?
Yes.
Okay. Anonymous girl. I want to know how often he said that. If you have screenshots, what was it? I can make a scrapbook of how many times he said, I'm going to use my hands. That's disgusting.
Isn't that disgusting?
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm going to use my hands. It's
Use my
so
hands.
like, you have a problem, sir. You have an addiction. To say it like that, and it's not like it's like, ooh, I'm going to touch. I don't even know if that would be a good thing. It's just bad.
It's not good. It's none of it. No one wants to know. No one gives a shit when you're doing that.
No
Like,
one gives a
it's
shit.
disgusting. Don't have to tell me about it. Ew. Ew. I don't need to know what you do in your private time. Obviously, we know what happens, but like, don't need to know when you're doing it and how many times you're doing it. Here. A timeline.
She provided a timeline.
June 10th. Also, I've already used my hands twice already. Do I do it again with like an emoji face? June 11th, I'll probably just take a shower, then use my hands. Emoji face. June 15th, I took NyQuil for allergies and a headache. Plan to use my hands for a few, shower, then crash. June 17th, damn, I may need to use my hands again. And then another separate text, I just used my hands. Wink. June 25th, gonna use my hands soon after I finish something for work. And then the fateful Tuesday of Picklemans. Time to use my hands, walk my dog, hit the gym, then get a car wash.
This man has an addiction. He is a masturbator. He can't help himself.
And he can't help sharing it with the public either. Not the public. The public.
It's like I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna use my hands.
It's so casual. It just casually
It's
dropping it
too
in.
casual. Who told you that was okay? Why do you think it's okay?
Why do you think women want to hear that? Like, do you think that gets me all do you think that gets women all excited? Spoiler alert. It was me. I am the woman that I wrote the email. I wrote the email.
Connor is anonymous girl.
I am anonymous Pickleman's girl.
Connor was dating this man for about 60 days, not even.
Not even.
And
it was like a little over a month.
Then 60 days, he went from, oh, he could be something. Oh, he's got a nice job. Oh, I kind of like him. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
he told me when he's gonna jerk off. Oh, he keeps telling me he's gotta jerk off. It's like it's a threat. Like he wants you to be like, no, let me do it. No. You use your own hands, you fucking weirdo.
Okay. All right. So he sent me that text, the text before I went into my 5-day work week, the 5 in a row of 12-hour shifts. Okay. Sent me that text. And I was on the phone with Mac with my scoop, whenever I got it.
With me.
With my Scoopy. And I go, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
This guy stinks.
This guy's still brother. And Mac said to say this. And I said, you have 2 hands, don't you? Sent me a GIF emoji of like How I Met Your Mother, and he's in full hand cast. Gross.
He's
and then,
so injured.
And then he sent me a thing from Twitter that said, the scientist says masturbation 2 times a week increases life expectancy by 20%. And then it has a person living in 3263. I responded with, so masturbation wasn't even spelled correctly. So I told him that. And then he said, C needs a hand from you. We had a little bit of a malfunction with our technology, so we had to take a little 10-minute break, but we're back.
We're back, baby.
So, we're back. So I didn't respond to him for the rest of the night because I was done with that. The next day, I had ChatGPT write me a breakup text. And okay, wait, let me read you my prompt that I had it use. I said, construct a concise and gentle breakup text telling the person that we aren't compatible and I wish them the best. So I've been thinking and I've really enjoyed getting to know you, but I'm starting to feel like we're not the right match long term. You're a really great guy and I wish you nothing but the best, but I think this is where our journey ends. And then he responded pretty quickly afterwards. I do feel the same way. I was going to
I believe that for a second.
I was going to talk with you in person about it to see if you felt the same way. Guess I don't need to do that now. Crying, laughing emoji. Good luck out there. Dating is fucking terrible. I hope you find your person.
1, I do not believe that he felt the same way. 2, his subtle dig at you, dating is fucking awful. It's like, fuck you, man. I'm not the one who's a chronic masturbator. I'm not the one who's just, I can't even say what I was going to say. Never mind. I'll keep that one to myself. But you're not the one that's out doing the nasty with yourself
Yeah.
continuously.
And telling you about it.
And then letting people know that you're doing it. And then, should I do it again? It reminds me of Shrek 2 when Prince Charming goes, cherry flavor, want to taste? That's how I imagine the masturbator. That's his name now.
Oh, wait, we should spell it how the thing spelled it. Master. It may. Oh, I don't want to be spelled. Never mind.
He is just the master of baiters.
It's just awful.
And
Just
your poor hands.
uh, tiny hands, by the way.
I do remember you saying that. That was one of
I
your initial icks. You said, Mac, he has smaller hands than me. And I was like, not the best. But there could be other worse things.
There's worse things.
We found the worst.
Obviously.
Obviously, we found it.
But like it was one of my initial things. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I like it. But then just that's all I could. Just yeah, that's all I stand.
Small hands. And you know what that means.
You said to me early on when there was another guy like trying to like sneak in, because I think guys have like this radar of like whenever women move on from them and they're just trying to slide back in. It was when I first started seeing him, and then the guy that I used to see kind of was like texting me a lot, and you were like, you know what vibes he gives me? He gives me the vibes that said if you're taking a shower, he'd be like, ooh, without me. Except turns out that masturbator was the one that would say shit like that, not the other guy.
I was picking up on the wrong vibes, but
You were.
they were there for
They
sure.
were there. They were there.
This guy for sure. Hey, what are you up to? I'm about to take a shower. Aw, without me in these hands.
Ugh. I am I'm a little traumatized. Mom goes, just get back out there. It's fine. You'll meet someone. I go, no, I need a break.
A little traumatized. Little need a little medication.
Need a little break. Guys are fucking weird. Dating's horrible. Anyone that's listening, now you know. This is what is out there. This is what we singles have to deal with.
Singles.
This is the reward that I get for putting myself out there.
I really.
I mean, surely there can't be that many of him, right? I mean, I've gone on a lot of dates and no one, but I also haven't dated anyone. Like, I was with him for like a month. So, but like still,
You gave it the old college try. Like you really gave it your
I
all.
tried. I really
And
did.
he, not that you could have put up with the hand thing for much longer, but the money thing really
Eh,
expedited the ending of the relationship.
Uh-huh.
Of,
Yes.
of him being like, it's my money. We're gonna do what I want to do over a Pickleman's
Over
pizza.
Pickleman's Pizza.
Like,
And it's not like, fuck you.
and get wrecked.
Yeah.
That should be our next sign off.
Get wrecked.
No, fuck you and get wrecked. Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But
No,
no,
just appalling.
it's very disappointing. If
I'm
I,
very
as
disappointed.
a bad boy, if I ever find out that my son ever said anything remotely close to, hey girl, I'm gonna use my hands. Thoughts on pre-work sex?
And I would just, for the record, like to state, I never did that. Like I never went over before going to work. and hooked up. He would always just take me to dinner before. We would always go and eat at a restaurant and then I'd go to work. So we didn't have that wasn't like that. Like it's not like that had happened before.
Yeah. Wasn't the
Ugh.
norm. So he was just trying to spice things up. He wanted to give his hands a break. You know what? What would happen if he like broke his hand? Would he combust?
Uh, he might.
He's disgusting.
Disgust.
Seeing ever. And you know what? In our family, we're very like when you're dating somebody, we immediately go to, oh, well, are they gonna come to holidays? They're gonna come on to trips with us? And you immediately were never like, yeah, he's coming.
I was never gung ho about him being around anyone.
And that's a huge flag that if you don't want to bring him around the
Hmm.
fam, then he's not the one.
Yeah. Yeah. I think last time someone asked me that, I was like, I don't even know if I'm able to spend that much time with him. Like, I think I might kill him before we get to that point. So,
And we've had issues in the past with your boyfriends and me specifically not getting along. This guy,
it wouldn't have worked. I didn't get along with him. I didn't like him, it turns out. Like, I rolled my eyes when he left the room. I had like side to side relief, like, oh, thank God, a break.
was he funny? Like, did he have like a good personality aside from
It
like the
was
chronic
really
masturbating?
annoying. It was really annoying.
All right. Like annoying
On
how? Like a know-it-all or like he thinks he's funny, he's not.
Yeah, that thinks he's funny and he's not.
Ooh, I would have annihilated him.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Connor dated a guy that actually was kind of funny. Like went out with him a couple times. He met out with met I can't speak.
Yeah.
He met us out at bars later, and me and him, we got in tiffs.
They
And
did.
he was actually funny. And it was like a whose dick is bigger.
Yeah.
And mine is. And
Always.
always, it will always be the biggest in the room. Always. And to think that you can compete pissed me off. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm so much better than you. It was, I'm funnier than you. Stop making her laugh. Stop trying to. Nope. Nope.
That's my job.
That's my job. It's already been handled. Do something else. Get around for the table. Make yourself useful. And he is actually funny.
He is
In
funny.
hindsight, he was not problematic. I was just 22 and constantly drunk.
He was a very nice man.
Very nice boy.
Yeah. Great
Um,
boy.
great boy.
This one, not so much. I tried to make it work. I was like, I'll have a really soft life if I just make him fall in love with me. But I couldn't get past it. I couldn't get past any of it. It's not worth it to me. I will work till the day I die rather than put up with that shit.
You know what I'm thinking about? It all comes
What?
back to like Sex in the City. When Charlotte walked in on her husband Trey masturbating to those like it's like
The the
big
the
jugs.
magazine that he's like flipping through.
Yeah, but he's like hopping with it.
And she goes,
Like he's like he's fully standing up in the bathroom, but he doesn't stop. He keeps going after he's been caught. That is what Masturbator would have done.
oh my God. It's disgusting.
It's really unfortunate that there are men like that out there.
I mean, let's just keep it to yourself. You know, like, don't let your freak flag fly that high. I don't know. Like, we're
Or I
only a month in, bro.
was gonna say, like, we always tell you, or we've told Morgan, or even like me, it's like you keep the crazy under
In
wraps
check. Yes.
until like 6 months in. Like then
Hmm.
you can let it go and because they've already fallen for you, so like you get a little more leeway. You can be nuts at the 6 month mark. 30 days? Like I've got nothing keeping me to you. You're grossing me out. You are scaring me, sir. I don't know what you're gonna do next. How do you get any work done?
Literally, how do you get any work done? If you worked in an office, what the fuck would you do?
He
You
has
work from home. That is a luxury that you have.
no
What
that
would you do if you were in an office?
he's enabling himself. He has an addiction. He needs to go touch fucking grass and and go get himself into a cubicle. Like, that is so upsetting. And like, okay, men, they're gonna do what they want to do. I get it.
That's fine. Don't have a problem with you doing it, but don't tell me about it.
Don't tell me about it. And don't do it that often. I mean, that's pretty often. I guess maybe for like a single guy, it's not, I don't know what the right ratio is.
But like during the workday, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what they do in their free time. I don't want to know what you do in your free time. That's the whole point. Keep an allure, a mystery, be mysterious.
Well, and it wasn't even like, oh, I'm thinking of you.
No, I wouldn't want him thinking of me. I hope he wasn't thinking of me. I would feel so gross if he was.
But like, that would be an excuse to tell you what he's doing. Of like, oh, thinking of
Sure.
you. Remember our night the other night? Thinking of you. It just was like, oh, finished work. Gonna go to the gym. Gonna touch myself. Nope, I'm gonna use my hands. I'm probably gonna eat some dinner. What about you? Just like a laundry list. Like you just gave out your normal day-to-day list.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
What if he listens and he writes in, he's like, oh my God, I didn't actually mean, like, that's not what I meant.
It's the scoopspod at gmail.com if you're listening.
Yeah, and you
I'm
got
just
her
kidding.
number.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't listen. One, because he doesn't have Spotify. Two, he doesn't have TikTok. And three, we don't follow each other on social media because he doesn't have any. And four, he made fun of one of his friends' wives or girlfriends who mentioned they wanted to get a podcast and said, how fucking dumb is that? That people think that they actually want to hear people talk about, like, hear them talk. And I was like, yeah.
Hey, I gotta leave this date early. I've got a recording session.
I gotta record with my sister.
I have a Zoom call later.
So no, he did not have the privilege of knowing. Thank God, because I wouldn't have been able to talk about him as freely.
Well, he's
No.
anonymous. No one knows who he is because you never introduce him to anybody.
No one knows.
Nobody knows. It's like you didn't even exist, you masturbator.
You nasty fuck.
Nasty.
If you are listening, let this be a lesson. Women talk. You're gross. Don't do it. Take my advice. Yeah, maybe that's why you're still single.
And how about you just stop touching yourself? How about we take a break? Let's just see where that takes you. Maybe you turn into a better human being, and maybe people want to be around you. Maybe someone will want to touch you. Maybe you won't have to do that often. But the fact that you do it to a point where it is like that's just the amount of times he's telling you,
Yeah,
we know there's more.
we know.
Because you have an addiction, sir. Oh, fucking men. I don't think I've had like a horror story, like dating story like this.
I've had one before when I went to Nashville. This, this, it, you were frozen on the screen.
It was waiting for you to see me.
This, is a close second. I don't know. It might be. I think it's worse than Nashville. We'll have to tell that around on there too. Yeah.
You've really put yourself out there. like going through like your history, like you've really given it a good shot. You just have had the worst luck.
Like, I don't know. I think I just must attract the weirdos. Like, I
You
don't.
do.
Shit.
I am proud of you. Like that's honorable. Good for you. I mean, you got to kiss a lot of frogs, and my God, you've kissed some frogs.
I've kissed some frogs.
And so, okay, so are you gonna get back on the dating apps? You're gonna get on Raya? You're gonna
No,
get
I'm
on?
on Raya.
Okay.
Um, but like no one ever likes anything on there. And Charlize Theron was right. Like it's just a lot of men saying they're CEOs of what? And also they don't like they'll like you and then they won't respond. So it's the same thing as like it's on Hinge. Like it's just
Lazy men.
it's mostly just to see like what celebrities are on there, I'm pretty sure.
That's unfortunate. Stop it, Teeny.
Um, but I'm gonna give Hinge a little break.
I think you need to
I'm just gonna
go
I'm
to the
gonna get
hospital.
I'm gonna do that maybe. And maybe I'm just gonna like go out into the wild and just shoot my shot there.
Okay. Like how?
You know, I don't know. I'm gonna go
Like,
to like a bar
yeah, like go get
with some
like
girlfriends.
dinner and
Yeah, I'm
then
going out with some girlfriends on Saturday, so maybe we'll do that then
who?
from work.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be Elsie Kelsey, and I was gonna say
No,
I'm jealous.
no, I'm not our Elsie Kelsey. But yeah, I'm just gonna try the wild, see what goes on there. I'll let you guys know how that goes.
Yeah, I have faith in you.
No, it does not sound very.
I really do. God, I keep thinking about you though. Like, you're so great. And like, I don't know what the problem is. I really think that you just choose fucking weirdos.
I don't know. I was on my best behavior the whole time too. Like I was really keeping my weirdness in check because he was weird enough that I couldn't even let my freak side out.
Good for you though. He doesn't deserve to see that.
No. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that I don't know. Maybe we'll circle back through the old roster.
Well, a lot of them are married.
That's true. I would say like all of them are married except for like one or two, maybe.
I'd say about 95% of them have wives and children
Mm-hmm. Or engaged.
or engaged.
Yeah. So obviously I'd stick to the single ones, guys.
Obviously, we ain't no homewreckers over here.
No, we ain't.
But thank you for telling your story. Thank you for.
You're so welcome. I did it for the pod. You know, I was debating on whether or not to share with you guys, but I thought, why the fuck not? It's hilarious. It's disgusting, but people need to know.
And beware.
Be on your toes.
Not on your hands.
Not on your hands.
So disgusting. Well, I do believe we are over time. And we have
Perfect.
no more time left.
One more time left. Well, you guys just got the very juicy scoop.
And that was Connor's story.
That was it.
And we'll be back with you next week, chit-chatting. But also, if this sparks any, like, oh God, I have a horror story. I have dating horror stories.
Send it
Email
in.
us at what?
At thescoopspod@gmail.com.
You can find that in our bio on our Instagram. Send us an
And on
email.
YouTube.
And on YouTube. Send us an email. We want to know about it. We'll keep you anonymous. But
Mhm.
like let Connor know she's not alone.
I'm feeling pretty alone here, guys.
She might need a lend her a hand.
Come on, guys, just lend me a hand.
Lend her a hand. be a helping hand,
I'm
and
never
share
gonna let
your
that down.
No.
That's never gonna go away.
I can't wait for you to find your husband, and about 5 years in, I get to tell him, oh no, Connor dated a masturbator.
Yeah,
And she lived to tell the tale.
I sure did. I made it out of there alive.
Okay. See you later.
Love you so much.
We'll chit chat.
Catch you on
Bye.
the flip side. Bye.